I'm now going to be reading for the lovely star sign of Libra, and we always have to sing for Libra. So Libra, what have we got coming out first? I'm going to grab the book of answers to start with. Let's have a look what comes out for you in your overall energy at the start. Where am I stopping in this week? You'll need more information. You'll need more information. Interesting. So you could be sort of analysing something, looking at something, investigating something, and basically it's saying you will need some more information. Okay, maybe that's to prove something or other. So some digging and delving going on here straight off the bat, Leaves. So let's have a look what else is coming out in the cards. And we've got the beautiful card of Sage of Pentacles. The saying of money grows, money doesn't grow on trees. Okay, I feel like I'm hearing that for some of you. Money doesn't grow on trees. So you could be dealing with a situation where somebody may be asking of you, okay, family-wise, if you've got kids especially, and it's that sort of answer of, you know what, money doesn't grow on trees, you know. We can't just buy things like that. We have to save up. It's that kind of a vibe for some of you. But it's coming out with the Fool. So this is interesting now. We've got the Fool in the equation. So even though we've got that for a small minority of you, where you could be going on the fact of saying money doesn't grow on trees, there's something about finances in this reading straight off for you anyway, because we've got the Fool coming out here, and the Fool is a new adventure, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, and money needs to be invested in a way of making money. So money makes money, basically. So I feel there's a new pathway here. Some of you may be dipping your toe or focusing, because look at the focus from this person here, concentrating on planting the seeds, okay, putting the groundwork in order to start this journey. So where you may have been saving the money or making those foundations, it's starting to, this is the first tiny steps now in turning something from a idea into reality. Really positive, guys. So let's have a look what comes out next then in your spirit, your internal spirit, your inner self, your inner spirit. What are they holding within this week? And even though that's the Fool card, I'm looking at the yellow road there in that card, and it was reminding me of the film The Wizard of Oz. Follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. Something about follow the yellow brick road, as though you're on the road now to success. Okay. Beautiful card that is, because the sun's just starting to peep through the corner here. And we have your inner conscience is saying tiny triumphs. And I want to say, like, who's wearing the trousers now then? It's that kind of a vibe of, look at me. You thought I was little. You thought I was insignificant. And it's like the mouse is wearing the trousers now and calling the shots here. And this is what your inner soul is trying to tell you. Don't feel insignificant. Learn to stand on your own 2 feet and let your voice be heard. Make people aware that you're not this little mouse to be sort of laughed at, ridiculed at, okay? Make people listen, Libra. I look at that mouse holding onto the sort of crow with authority there, and it's like to say, you will listen to me. You will hear my voice. You will hear what I've got to say. And this mouse is really dressed up here. And I always look at the shoes as well. The red shoes is like, you mean business, okay? you will listen to what I've got to say. So this is your inner soul saying, right, you need to wear the trousers, speak your truth, make people listen to what you've been going through. Let's just have a look what the universe wants to add on to that then. What does the universe want to bring out? And it's the High Priestess, and it's intuition. So there's been a lot of soul searching going on, and this is what the universe is picking up from your energy. They know that you've sort of gone within of late and trying to sort of manifest, trying to harness the universal energies. And it's also about protection from the outside forces. Don't let the outer affect the inner. And this is what the universe is saying to you. I'm just going to grab the movie book of answers now and see what comes out for you in this book, okay? So where are we stopping for Libra? Sit here and be quiet. Mrs. Bates from the Psycho. Libra. Libra. I'm laughing here because it's the word psycho that's just making me laugh, okay? Sit here and be quiet. In other words, I feel like it's saying, as I was going back to this Mighty Mouse, as I call this card. And this universal card here is also reflecting sit here and be quiet. Look at the peacefulness on that person sitting quietly, okay, collecting the universal energy. And it's also with the Mighty Mouse card, the Tiny Triumphs. It's like that mouse is saying to that crow here, just sit here a minute and be quiet while I just tell you what's been going on. So there's that energy around some of my Libras this week where you may be discussing things with somebody, having a heart-to-heart with somebody maybe, even a heart-to-heart with yourself, okay? So it's quite an interesting energy, Libs. So I'm just going to shuffle one of my cards from my deck now. I found these out the other day, guys. I wondered where they got to, actually, and I did find them, and I thought, wow, I can utilise my own cards. So we have I love you. It's love, okay? Now, we're going towards the 14th of February. So for some of you, it could be a new love interest coming in, or you could receive something from Valentine's Day out of the blue. It's also an emphasis on loving yourself and also reminding you to love others around you who have been sort of supportive maybe and got you through a difficult few months. But love is showing up here, whatever that is going to resonate with you. But as I said, we are going towards the 14th of February, so it could be, as I said, somebody showing their affections to you, you showing their affections to somebody else, or it could just be a surprise element of a Valentine's card coming through the door maybe for some of you. Obviously not all of you, but it depends how that resonates. But then again, it can say for the general, if it's not romantically inclined, then remember to love yourself. Don't criticise or judge yourself too harshly. So let's just grab the fairy elements here. What else have we got for Libras? Some of these are upside down because my cats have been messing about. So Libra. Spirit, what do we need for Libra from the fairies? And we have rescued, I've got a song, Rescue Me. Do 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 do, rescue me. I don't know who sang it. I'm crap with artists, but I will put the link of that song in the description box below. But yeah, rescue me, rescued. So there's a situation around you where there's a triumph here. There's that sort of energy of, I've done this. I feel I'm putting a foot, stepping in the right direction. It's like the fairies have come in and saying, put your best foot forward. You're on the right path. And it can also mean like saying, the universe is saying, I love what you're doing as well. I'm loving what you're doing. You've literally managed to centre yourself, and at last you're harnessing the energies around you to your benefit. Okay? And it's as though you're rescuing yourself, some of you. It can also mean that you may be rescuing somebody in a love connection, okay, out of a relationship, or somebody could be rescuing you, giving you that leg up, helping you along. So it's very, very sort of a cryptic message, Libra. What have we got coming out in your animal spirit cards then? And we have the octopus, which is the alchemical sign of water. And we have the alchemical sign of air, and it's the bat. The octopus is a very sort of all over the place energy, and I feel this is the energy that you have been in. Felt like you've got so many different things going on at the moment, maybe focusing on all different things, and your fingers are all in different pies, okay? Researching, studying, okay? Hobbies, starting one thing, leaving another. It's that kind of a really sort of hectic, chaotic energy that's sort of filled your headspace. You've got all these ideas, all these projects going on. And then we've got the bat energy, which is an energy where it comes in with communication, because I always feel as though the air, alchemical sign of air on this card is about communication. And I feel for some of you it comes in as that saying, a bat out of hell. So there's going to be some information coming in, and it's going to come in fast, okay? It could be that you may hear about the information, because bats have super hearing. So you could hear some information, and it takes you out of this sort of chaotic energy, and it puts you on the energy of focusing on one thing at a time. They're telling me for you to listen out for something. Okay, they're asking me to tell you to listen out for some important news. It could be that you are waiting on some important news, and that's why the octopus is coming, because you're all over the place and your head's full of like, what's going to be said, what's going to happen, what's the resolution, will I hear? So it's very sort of however you can resonate with that energy. So what have we got coming in from your guides, angels and spirits? And we've got depression comes from being trapped. Spring the trap and change your life. And it's weird how I look at this card, guys, because it's like a silhouette of a tombstone. I know that sounds morbid and what have you, but it's like to say, some of you have reached rock bottom of late and literally felt like you've got one foot in the grave. Maybe because you've been ill, you've gone through traumas, you've gone through stress, you've gone through depression, okay? And it says depression comes from being trapped. And it can be from health, we've got green in that card. It can be from communication that you've received or not received because of the bird in the card. But it's saying spring the trap and change your life. In other words, break the cycle, break the pattern. It's very, very cryptic and very in-depth. Let's just grab this literary book then and see what message comes out at the end for you. What else have we got for Libra? Where am I going to stop for your Libs? There. Marvelosa. I feel like I wanted to say Italiano. Okay. And it's Joseph Conrad, Nostromo. So obviously there's some kind of literacy, some novel, play, whatever. I've never heard of Nostromo, and I love the ethics of these books because it makes you go and do some homework. So Joseph Conrad, Nostromo, but all I want to say is marvelosa, like to say marvelous. Okay, so yeah, we've got maravillosa. Okay, maravillosa, like marvelous. So it speaks for itself, doesn't it? It's going to be something, a marvellous outcome, a marvellous achievement. What you're doing is marvellous at the moment, okay? And I want to say marvellous for hanging in there for some of you. But yeah, depression comes from being trapped. Spring the trap and change your life, Libra. So my lovely Librans, I hope you've enjoyed that read this week. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs. Please, any comments? I love to hear from you, and you don't not many of you reply. So yeah, any likes, comments, guys, will put a smile on my face. So until next time, you take care of yourself. Bye then.